yeah, I just want a guy who's got all his teeth and like can drive and whatever. Like the standards have dropped so much for us because it's just feels like digging through trash. Like honestly, trying to find a boyfriend, like it's
What most guys don't have teeth and don't have a job today? Is that what
I'm
it is?
joking. I'm obviously joking, but I'm just saying like examples of really low standards.
Should I tell you what's actually happened? Why it's gotten harder for women? The reason it's gotten harder for women is because if they are wanting to fulfill that hypergamous nature, and you're working and being successful and you're elevating yourself, then the pool of men that you see as eligible and attractive gets smaller. Yeah. Because the higher you go, the smaller men are above you,
the
right?
higher they have to go in it.
Exactly. So if you are willing to date down, you could date whoever you want. You could date whoever you want.
Yeah, but then again, I'm even willing to sacrifice that, but then...
And provide for him. Why can't women do what men have always done? Why is that a struggle
you'll be
for
surprised. You know what it is? It is actually more
Why can't
common
you
than
die
you think.
for a
Like
man?
I've met girls, but I met girls that will like literally. There was a girl who bought a car for like, or they'll be paying for his bills. Like it is
amazing. Feminism won.
It is surprisingly common, but I just feel like
Superwoman.
I just feel
What's
like
her number?
Yeah, I just feel like it's kind of like for me, it's just so like I was explaining before, like cute and ideal, like he's providing for me financially or whatever. I'm providing for him in other ways. Like it just works out. Like we all
but do you know what you go on?
No, I mean I wouldn't mind define dating down. Like how down are we dating?
Just a guy who's not as successful as you. He's not earning as much as you. He doesn't have as much influence. He doesn't have as a greater network as you. Because the thing is, guys date. If we're talking dating down, guys do it all the time. And they were like 15 years older than me.
But that's what I mean,
two women who were like more in a better position than I was. Almost every girl I've ever been with has not been on my level, but because I don't care.
But what I'm trying to say is it kind of works out in a way for us somehow, and I can't.
Yeah, it's great for you women.
Yeah. No, I can't seem to find the explanation, but I feel like it just doesn't work out. Like, I don't know.
Shall I tell you what it is?
Would I?
Ultimately, if you dated a guy that you felt wasn't on your level, you wouldn't respect him. That's actually what it is.
Yeah, but that's
and we can respect you even if you're broke as hell.
Because if you think about it,
we're the real romantics. Yeah, actually. We actually respect women way more.
I know you're not wrong because let's say like
mic to you.
For a guy to like, let's say if he's like gonna ask me like, let's say like case scenarios where I'd ask my man for money, I'd be like, oh, pay for my nails, blah blah blah. All of this is like associated with like female like things. What is he gonna ask me money for? Takeaway, like realistically, really and truly, like.
And ask you for the gym.
And I'm paying for his gym membership.
Yeah.
How does he not have 20 quid? Though?
Isn't that
like no, that's the thing?
Isn't that more being a boss of a woman if you can provide for a man?
Yeah, but do I want to? Like, I feel like us women, we do like being a little bit submissive. Like, it's not even a bad thing.
No, I think you like the benefits of not having to take responsibility for things in the relationship.
No,
and you
not
like
even
it when a man
that.
does it.
Not even that, but like feeling like you're being looked after. And I'm not saying I'd even split my bills, but even like feeling... Yeah, that's a stretch. No, but even feel like you're actually being like looked after in that way. But yeah, going back to the thing, like we ask for money because we are high maintenance. Like end of the day, like no, but think about it. Like my monthly costs are definitely a lot higher because I got my toes done, I got my thing. And even if you say no, but I get a manicure too, like yours is gonna be a £5 and mine's 40 quid. Like, do you get what I mean? Like we've got more reasons to be needing money than you do. Like,
so you just answered your own question that you asked about 35 minutes
like
ago.
He's gonna ask me for money for the gym, and the gym's like what, £40 a month, and he's not got £40 a month. I need like. Obviously, right now I've not got everything done, but like I need like 120 quid a month, if not more, closer to 100 quid just to look the way I look. Do you get what I mean?
So you asked why those guys don't want to commit. That's why.
Why? What do you mean? Because they've got no money? No,
because a lot of what they feel women are asking for, right, is not worth getting into a relationship with when they can continue to just have the freedom to do what they want to do, right? And of course, people are having sex freely, so they can do that, right? They can enjoy their freedom, right? And they don't have to commit to a woman where they're like having to protect for her, provide for her, all of this stuff,
but
right?
Then,
if he doesn't want to do that, because for him to do that is a big responsibility,
right?
It's
but
like
you don't have to commit to it right away. That's something that you also gradually build. Like,
but then
I'm
why
not
would
asking.
He have to?
Let's say like we're a month into a relationship. I'm not asking him to give me like a monthly allowance and pay for all my bills and this and that and whatever. whatever. Sometimes it's even the potential. Like, yeah, I'm not even going to sit and lie. Like, I do want someone who's on my level or above, but I'm not expecting him to be like some next millionaire, whatever. There's things that we can grow into together. And I'm also not expecting him to commit to all these things right away or even anywhere in the near future. Like, there's things that you kind of build as you go and this and that. Like, I don't know, we're not signing a contract, you know what I mean, and saying, oh, you've now got to pay for my bills and you've now got to pay for my nails and this and that. But you will kind of like deep down have that expectation, like for him to maybe like, yeah, want to do these things for you, this, that. But what I'm trying to say is like, it's not as terrifying as it seems. Like, it's not like, yeah, you've started dating Sophia now you've got to do this and that. And then all of a sudden I've got to do this and that. Like, end of the day, like, that's not how relationships work, right? Like, every time I've been in a relationship, like, it's been, I don't know, like, it's been kind of like progressive. It's been gradual. It's never been like, oh, you've just thrown yourself into the deep end.
Why can't you just being with a really good guy be enough? Why does he have to do all these things?
Why do I have to do all these other things?
No. I didn't say no. You said about you want him to be doing all this stuff, be on this level. Okay, cool.
Okay.
And I'm asking you, why is his personality not enough for you?
Because personality doesn't pay bills. And also...
She's honest.
No, that is true. The thing is, like, I don't know about obviously everyone, but I'm dating to marry, right? It could be 5 years down the line. It could be 10. So if I'm with someone, he's not got that ambition in him. He's not got that, I don't know, like, I'm not going to drag him for the rest of my life and like push him to do shit and like this and that. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, if you are already initially with someone who's either high value man or really wants to be one and he's working and whatever, you know, you will have set yourself up for success. In the same way, if you are with a woman who you can, you know, she's moldable and you can like, even like submissive, like, you know, she's going to help you out as much as she can. And even, I'm not saying, let's say I'm with a man, right? Something goes terribly wrong for him and I've got money. Of course, I'm going to carry like both of us on my back. Do you get what I mean? I have to. Like, it's not like, oh, the second he's not doing well, I'm going to leave him. But what I'm trying to say is, if you are dating a bum and expecting your life to go well after, like, what? Okay. It's nice to have those high standards and maybe come across as like a bitch, and like people are going to be like, especially like on the comments, I know there's going to be like all this 30-year-old bum saying like, oh no, like, what does she think she is? Like, she's asking for this and that. But really and truly, like, the day I find this man, I feel like my future, our future, not just my future, our future is just going to be good. Do you know what I mean? If I'm just looking for someone who's below my level and now I've got to really build something from there, like, he's just nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Not
and
nice,
I really appreciate that.
Really lovely man.
Yeah, but
he's going to treat you well with what he can do.
What is it? Do you get what I mean? That's just not going to make the cut.
Okay, so
down
this
the
is,
line
so
when we're struggling to pay for rent. Do you get what I mean? But he's really nice. What is he going to do? Crack a joke?
Hold on, like, no. It's not about that. He's like an absolute bum. He's just an average earning guy who like can't pay for all
you said it. Average earning doesn't make the cut anymore for both, like, not just men, like men and women.
You're saying that.
No, but let's be fucking for real. Like, in this day and age, like, especially in London, like, you live in London as well, average really doesn't make the cut. Like, okay. What's the average?
So
like,
here's what I would say then.
25k a month. Like, you're not gonna.
You mean a year?
Yeah, I mean a month. I wish. Yeah. Like I said before, like, I take myself on like holidays, this, that. So now I've got to sacrifice all of that. What of a funny guy?
So
or like
let me ask you a question. For the good guys out there who do have a normal job,
yeah,
and they're looking for a good woman that they want to build a life with, and you just literally said average isn't good enough, how do you think they feel?
They probably feel shit, but also
hold on. Okay, cool. Now here's the difference. We as men accept that. It's not nice for us to hear. It's a cold, brutal truth. We accept it. We don't understand it. We don't know why you can't choose us for our personality. We don't know why us being a good person isn't enough.
Well, it goes
hold on.
Though.
But that's okay. That's cool, right? So you're talking about a guy who works his ass off to be in a great position where he can do that for you. You're like, oh, him wants to be with different kind of women, etc. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it, etc. Cool. That's something you have to accept.
Yeah.
You have to accept that it's a desire of his. I'm not saying to be with that kind of man, every guy is like that. But what I'm saying is, more often than people ever like to admit, That's what comes with the territory. And nothing in this world comes for free. And also, it's much harder to be that kind of guy today. So if you are becoming that kind of guy, you get all these opportunities with women and you enjoy your freedom. You don't have to pay for anyone. You have to like, you know, you don't have to look after anyone's emotions. You don't have to take on the responsibility and the burden of having to make sure somebody is okay. And it says in the Bible, burdens are made for shoulders, not hips. Men are wide in the shoulders, women are wide in the hips. If you don't have to do that, you've worked your ass off to be in a position of abundance financially with women, etc. Of course he's going to indulge in that. Why would he then choose and just commit to one woman when he's worked so hard to be in a position where he can have multiple, which is ultimately what a lot of men want.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that it's actually good for everyone to operate this way because society destabilizes, right? Actually, being monogamous is actually what is genuinely better as a whole. But what I'm saying is to be with that kind of man that every woman desires, and that kind of man is so few and far between, right? Just bringing commitment to a relationship is not enough for him.
Yeah,
just like a guy bringing a good personality isn't enough for you.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, it's not even like a man versus female thing. Like these days, average salary, an average earning woman is not, it is just hard. So
Well,
at
two
the end of
people
the day,
working is
like,
fine.
yeah, so yous can both work, but it's fine. It's not good. Like yous are not going on holiday 5 times a year. Do you get what I
Don't
mean?
you just want to be with him though?
Do you get
Is
what I
that
mean?
not
Yeah,
enough?
but like I do also want to live life. So what I'm trying to say is,
Well, you be
I do
ambitious.
also, but I do also work for it myself. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
And work for him too.
But it'd be crazy to hear this from someone who's not got ambitions and this and that, not doing anything, because you're thinking, who even are you? Like you said, what are you even bringing? But at the end of the day, I know that if anything goes wrong, like I've got my own back and I could potentially have his back too, but it's just not ideal. But yeah, what I was saying before, like, it's just hard for either gender. Or like we're constantly talking about heterosexual couples, but let's say if it was like a lesbian couple, like on an average earning salary, like that's still not
Yeah, but
what I'm trying to say is just like a subjective, an objective statement. Like it's hard to have the lifestyle that I want on an average salary. So that's what I'm looking for.
All I'm saying is,
but I'm also
if you look
doing
great,
that
why
for
does he have
myself
to
as
provide
well.
that style for you? Why can't you do it for yourself and then
I can't
do it
do
for him?
it for myself. I
And
can't do it
him.
for myself. But
Will you do it for the man that you love?
yeah, that's what I mean. Things change when you love someone. And honestly, my friends laugh at me. Like I've done stupid shit. Like I've taken guys to the Hilton. Like
Why is that stupid? That's a really nice thing.
it is a really nice thing, but I just don't like the thought of it. Like
What, you don't like the thought of doing something nice for the man that you like?
no, I do. I love that, but like blowing 200 quid on a hotel, like think about it. Like
you would be a terrible guy.
It's a good.
You could not date women if you're a man.
It's a good like indicator of how our future is going to be. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, it's just giving single mum like whatever, and he's just going to be sat on those or what? Like, I don't know. It's just not a good.
Why is treating a guy a bad thing in your eyes?
No, you can't. You can do it. And I will. I know me. I know I will do it. I'm just saying, like. I don't know.
You want a man to do all this, but you pay once and it's like a bad thing.
No, I didn't say that. Wait, I'm trying to see how I phrase this. Let me think.
Well,
what I'm trying to say is, okay, what I'm trying to get from this is I want someone who's ambitious because I want a certain lifestyle. If that takes both of us working, it'll be both of us working. But I'm not settling for average earning, and I'm also not carrying everything on my back. Like if it has to be equally divided, we can do that. That's fine. Like I said, I'm working on my degree. I've got touch wood, a decent job, whatever. So that's fine. Obviously I said ideally it'd be nice and it'd be cute to have a traditional relationship, but the whole motivation of it is the lifestyle that I want to live, like the lifestyle that I already live and that I want to continue to live in the future. If I've got someone who's average earning and I'm just earning a bit more than him and whatever, it's just not gonna work in the way I wanna. So it's either both of us have decent jobs or he has a really good job. That's the only way it's gonna work. Am I gonna have the really good job and he's gonna do I don't know, I don't even want him to like clean and cook and whatever. Like, do you get what I mean?
Okay, so that's fine. You're allowed to want that. If you don't want an average man, don't expect average commitment.
And also, like you said before, like, oh, like these guys feel bad, blah, 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 because they average earning, blah, blah, blah. But then
No, I just said they accept
date
it.
date within your budget. Like, as bad as it sounds, like you can't go for a baddie. Like, do you get what I mean? Who's high maintenance
No,
because you can't afford it, and that's fine.
I agree. And
Just
you
it's
and
like
from
in the
what you
same way
said, you can't afford a high value man.
Yeah, and in the same way you said, like, yeah, I can't go for a high value man
No, you
because I
can't
don't want to
afford it.
be cheated on. Like,
No. It's cheated is if you say something, you do something else. But I said there's a price to everything, and that's a price that you either aren't willing to pay or that you
and
can't afford to
also,
pay.
why
And that's
do men
okay.
find like just casual sex so important? Like, what you
'Cause
telling
men
me?
enjoy-
You're telling
men
me the
enjoy
father
sexual
of my
freedom.
children, he's 40 years old and he's tossing around just fucking gal, and I'm gonna be happy with it. Like,
I
end
didn't
of
say
the
be
day,
happy with it.
I'd rather be, if you telling me to choose high value man, but he's, like I said, the father of my children and he's just fucking young girls and whatever, or
Well, you said that, I
low
didn't say
value
that.
man and I'm looking after him, I'd rather look after someone than that.
Then that's what's right for you.
Do you get what I mean? It definitely is. I'm not having that. It's just giving unserious. Like, fair enough, you're young and whatever. But it needs to get to a point when you need to start valuing certain things. And the fact that you invest in your time, your energy, etc., to just have casual sex with random women, that says a lot about you as a person. Whether it's like a desire and whatever.
Random women.
It depends on obviously the situation. Like, let's say you're a broad and blah blah blah. There's certain things you can justify, but certain other, like, we make it into such a like, oh yeah, men just like to have options or exercise options or whatever you called it. But really and truly, like, he's coming out of his way, he's probably traveling to wherever she is, or she's coming into my house. Crazy. He can travel, but now he's taking time of his
Well, if
day
you pay
to
for the
go.
house, is it really yours or is it his?
Well, it's technically both of ours.
Oh, interesting.
Like, because I look after it. Do you know what I mean? So, okay, so he's coming into the house that I live. I'll phrase it that way.
I didn't say, listen, I'm not
he's
saying
coming
I'm not
into
saying
the house.
that's it.
She's coming into the house where I live, or he's traveling all the way to where she is. Like, it's just dumb. Like, think about the logistics of it. Like, fair enough if
So
it just happened.
for you, right? You can't afford that guy.
I can't. I really
easy.
cannot. And I'm not even gonna. I'll admit it, but like I said, it's just kind of like I'm venting my frustrations right now. I find it crazy, and if you actually think about it, like I said, the logistics of it, like he's actually coming out of his way and doing all these things, or bringing girls into yard, or this or that. Like, it's crazy. It's giving unserious.
I didn't say he's bringing to yard. You said that.
No, but what is it? What, taking them to hotels and spending? Technically, well, his money, but our money, like, and if you,
it is his money if he's earning it.
It is his money, but
okay,
it's money that's meant to be for our household.
No,
if you're married,
no, hold on, because if it's traditional, he's the leader, so he decides what the money is for.
Okay, and he's blowing it on hotels. That's again crazy. Like, that is just giving unserious, like, priorities, whatever.
That's cool.
I'd even accept
you don't understand it and you can't afford it. That's fine.
And I will never understand it.
That's
cool.
But
what was I going to say? Like,
even
I'd find it more acceptable if it kind of like just happened, like last holiday or whatever it was. But this active process
maybe it is
of
that.
just wanting like girls for the sake of
when
he's got them at home, like, that's crazy.
I didn't say that. You said that.
And I feel like, no, but that's what it is, really and truly.
It's not. That's not what I said.
It's not what you said, but you said exercising options. So in what context, case or scenario is he exercising options?
So it might be he goes on a stag do and maybe something's on the stag do.
Yeah, that's semi-acceptable.
But what I'm saying, when I said about athletes and stuff, I said when they're on the road and they're out, right, their girlfriends know, right? It's not about, oh yeah,
and why do you want to be out so much? Like, again, maybe
I mean, like, if they're out for work or
but again, like, certain things, like, I feel like that kind of takes away from high value, because if, again, clubbing, it's dirty, like, all this kind of things, like, they're not high value.
No one said about clubbing. No one said about clubbing. Okay, so for example, here's an example, right? Bill Gates, the owner of Microsoft, right? He was married, okay? He had his wife, right? But then he was still seeing his ex-girlfriend on and off casually. Jay-Z, married to Beyonce, right? That woman on the side, Beyonce knew. The only reason it came out was because her sister found out and she blew it up, right? These kind of relationships are a lot more common than people realize. And as a woman, I'm not saying every high value guy is going to be like this, but more often than not, if you're going to be with that kind of man, that's what comes with the territory. And if that's a price you can't pay, then you can't afford it, and that's fine.
I hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then we need to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.